We're not going to be on camera anymore, though. We're just talking, not.
From Glycod, this has been UA Local 502 Louisville Basketball Game Night. UA Local 502, they do it right the first.
The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
Glycod's coverage of UA Local 502 Louisville Basketball Game Night starts now.
26th District Championship on the line here tonight as we are live at Mayo High School inside Pap Glen Gymnasium, set for what should be a fun night of basketball action as it is the 17-10 Mayo Bulldogs set to take on the 27-2 St. X Tigers. Justin Kalen alongside Coach Paul Jackson. Coach, getting amped for this one. Folks are continuing to file in. We should be set for a good ball game here tonight.
Justin, this is going to be a doozy. Here we're finally made it to the postseason. We've got two historic programs, the Mayo Bulldogs against the St. X Tigers. This ought to be a classic.
Absolutely. As a district championship on the line, both these teams already have punched their ticket into the regional portion of the tournament. So it's just all about crowning that district championship here tonight. We'll see how it shakes out. Let's step aside for our first break. We'll come back on the other side, and Coach got a chance to catch up with Mayo head coach Tim Hayworth prior to this one this evening. We'll hear that conversation next as we continue to get you set for Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502, we do it right the first time.
Blunt Dental Group is a high-quality, family-owned dental practice. We are committed to educating our patients, as well as investing in the latest technology to provide more efficient dental care. Our team of licensed dentists and hygienists includes 2010 Male High graduate Tyler Blunt, located in the heart of Linden at 8013 New LaGrange Road, Suite 6. For an appointment, call 502-425-7068 or go online at bluntdentalgroup.com. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles.
Innovation is what allowed us to reach for the stars. And now, to reach for the ignition without changing your oil for what feels like forever. Introducing Oil Guard, a Ferris exclusive. This innovative Vanguard oil system lets you go 5 times longer between oil changes. Along with Ferris's patented suspension system, you'll cut faster, mow longer, and reduce maintenance.
(1965) Male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com. Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Polo Real Estate Group, your one-stop real estate source. Founded by 1993 Male graduate Dion Reese. Contact him at 502-387-6330 or visit online at polorealestategroup.com.
Hey, Paul Jackson with Glycod. Welcome back to the 26th District Championship. Thrilled to have Coach Tim Hayworth from the Male Bulldogs. Coach, thanks for being here with us. One question for the viewers. I know you're playing the tough St. Hey, Paul Jackson with Glycod. Welcome back to the 26th District Championship. Thrilled to have Coach Tim Hayworth from the Male Bulldogs. Coach, thanks for being here with us. One question for the viewers. I know you're playing the tough St. X Tigers tonight. Hey, Paul Jackson with Glycod. Welcome back to the 26th District Championship. Thrilled to have Coach Tim Hayworth from the Male Bulldogs. Coach, thanks for being here with us. One question for the viewers. I know you're playing the tough St. X Tigers tonight. They're undefeated for the state of Kentucky. They're looking forward to making a big run in the postseason. Tell me some of your keys tonight for Male to be successful.
The number one thing for us is we got to stop them in transition. Chance does a really good job of leaking out, and then they start their break, and so they kill teams on transition threes, and so that's number one. And then secondly, we got to take care of the basketball ourselves. The live ball turnovers, if you have live ball turnovers, they lead to easy buckets. So we want to be able to set our defense up and then play in a half court more than getting out on the break. And then the third thing is we got to rebound. Games, district and regions are always different than regular season games just because the tough teams are going to win the district and regions. And, I don't care how many wins you have or what your record is, the tough-minded teams in district and region, they are the ones that advance to the state tournament. So those are the 3 keys for us.
Well, Coach Hayworth knows all about building tough teams at Male, as he's done that for years. Tonight, hopefully we got a healthy Cole Edelin. Coach, can you give us an update on how he's feeling and everything?
Yeah, Cole's back, and we've had 9 practices together. So the beginning of the season we were rolling. We were 4-0. He got hurt, and it's kind of our seasons went in a different direction than what I'm used to. I thought it'd be a 30-win type season, but what it's done is it's grown up a lot of younger players. Jordan Mitchell's had a phenomenal year, Trey Helrick, and then of course our, 2 seniors, Keyshawn and Jason. And so our bench has gotten better. And, when he got back, only having 9 practices together, we're a little disjointed at times, where we don't feel as comfortable as we do normally this time of the year. So I'm using every situation that I can get, whether it's a shoot around, a practice, we're using that just to get better. And so, our whole mindset is we want to win this district championship tonight, but we got to be really good next week, when the region starts.
Coach, that's well said. Well, that's Coach Tim Hayworth, Male's head basketball coach. We'll be right back for a short break for Inside Look. Stay tuned at Glycod for the 26th District Championship.
Buying or selling a new home, and you want to do it with few hassles? Count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
You cannot depend on Carl to make peace with his seatbelt.
Today.
Or on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup?
Or on Stephanie's perfect parking spot to stay perfect. But you can depend on their car starting because they have Interstate batteries. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Blinds Direct, not just blinds. Blinds Direct, not just blinds.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night from Glycon.
Back here inside Pap Glenn Gymnasium at Mayo High School as we continue to get you set for Louisville Basketball Game Night. Justin Kalen, Coach Paul Jackson alongside me, and we've got to bring you your inside look. An inside look to tonight's game is presented by Blinds Direct. Looking for the best in-home decor at Blinds Direct. They offer custom blinds, wallpaper, and more. Proudly supporting Louisville, or serving Louisville rather, for over 30 years. Visit blindsdirect.com for more. Coach, let's first start with the visiting Mayo Bulldogs. A little bit weird. They're here at home, but they're the visitors here this evening. Inside look on the Bulldogs.
Yeah, inside look for Mayo. Mayo tonight needs to do something what we call value each possession. What St. X is going to want them to do is to play fast and try to speed them up. So you've got to limit your turnovers for Mayo, value each possession, take good shots, hit the offensive boards, and one thing for sure, transition defense.
Yeah, no doubt about it. How about for St. X? 27-2 coming into this one. Inside look on them.
Oh, St. X has got the depth like no other team in the state of Kentucky, and that's why they're undefeated against Kentucky rivals. And they are going to push, push, push. They're going to play fast. They're going to play some full court pressure, and they're going to try to turn you over. And the more they're going to bombard you with threes. So the keys for them is, can they hit their open shots? And defensive rebounding for St. X will be important tonight as well.
Yeah, no doubt. It'll be key watching those fresh legs for the Tigers. We'll see if the Bulldogs are able to keep up. As I mentioned, almost a 40-point game the first time around, but that was without Cole Edelin, so we'll see what type of difference he makes here tonight. Before we step aside for our next break, just want to remind you that this broadcast is authorized by Mayo High School with production rights owned by Glycod Media. Our aim is to provide the most positive representation for all participating student athletes, coaches, and game personnel. Thank you for watching. We'll step aside for that break now, and coming up, you'll hear a conversation ahead with Coach Kevin Klein of the St. X Tigers. That'll happen on the other side of the break. Stick with us. Louisville basketball game night coming right up on Glycod.
Not just blinds. Blinds Direct. Not just blinds.
You cannot depend on Carl to make peace with his seatbelt. Or on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup?
Or on Stephanie's perfect parking spot to stay perfect. But you can depend on their car starting because they have Interstate batteries. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville. You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night from Glycod.
Back here at Mayo High School, Justin Kalen now joined by St. X head coach Kevin Klein. Here as we get you set for Louisville Basketball Game Night. 26th District Championship on the line tonight, Coach. You all took care of this Mayo team easily the first time around, but that was without Cole Edelin. How does him being back affect things for them?
You know, they're a good team with Cole for sure. They've had a very successful season. They had some ups and downs with just injuries, but just obviously this time of year everybody's trying to find the rhythm and peak at the right time, and they've had Cole back for a couple, 3 weeks. And, you know, we've been playing against Cole since he was in the 8th grade, so we know what he brings to the table. Our big thing is still trying to continue to focus on the process that has allowed us to have a very successful regular season, using those experiences from the KOB to the LIT to the national tournament in San Diego. All those are experiences that you want to sharpen you for this moment. And there's going to be one team fortunate enough to win 9 games in the postseason. Male and us are both 1-0, and this is what you want. A district championship, a packed house, both teams going to swing hard, give each other their best shot, and we know this team is much more than Cole. They're very talented. They're gifted shooters. They're playing with a lot of confidence. They're very well coached, and we're going to have all hands on deck.
Yeah, you mentioned those other guys, Keyshawn Jordan, Jason Gassaway, a couple of guys that you'll have to key on in this. Coach, you mentioned health. How's the health of your team coming into this game?
We've had a super successful, healthy year outside of a couple instances. Josh is still recovering from a hip issue, getting stronger, getting better every day. And then we had a flu bug that kind of was Flumageddon in the locker room and kind of went through the staff and the players a decent amount, and we've rebounded from that very well. So at this time of year, we tell the kids, no man is tired on the day of victory. It's all hands on deck. You've got a chance to earn a trophy, and that's what you want. The preseason, the off-season, the spring, the summer, the fall, whatever it is, you put in that time when nobody's looking to create your moment in an environment like this. And we're super excited to have the challenge.
Going for back-to-back championships here, Coach, in the district. What's it going to take to get it done?
I think we're going to have to be super efficient on the backboard. They're seasoned, they're long, they're athletic. We've really got to take care of business on the backboard. We've got to get the pace to our liking. We're going to play 9 guys and really try to get to their bench and really try to wear them out. We're really big on the cumulative effect and just our pace and overall play, taking a toll both mentally and physically on Male. And then we just got to commit to that defensive end for 32 minutes and then be us on offense, and hopefully that'll be good enough.
All right, Coach. Well, best of luck not only tonight but moving forward in the Kentucky State basketball tournament.
Thanks a lot for being here. You guys are awesome.
All right, we'll be back on the other side with your starting lineups as we continue to get you set for Louisville basketball game night right here on Glycod.
Go ahead. Pour it on. As thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering. Serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham. Always served to you fresh and so good, it'll make you say,
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Holy smokes!
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a side of ranch.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech 24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
While I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by the Kentucky Army National Guard. Serve your country while going to school or work full-time. Find your fit at nationalguard.com.
And back here, Mayo High School, Pap Glen Gymnasium, as we have got to bring you your starting lineups real quick, as we've got just about 20 seconds left until we get to our national anthem. Tonight's starting lineups are presented by Interstate Batteries. Get started with Interstate Batteries. They're outrageously dependable. First for Mayo, Cole Edelin, a 6'2 junior. Keyshawn Jordan, a 6'7 senior. James Clark is a 6'5 junior. Jordan Mitchell, a 5'11 freshman. And Jason Gassaway is a 6'6 senior for St. X. Same starting lineup they've had all season long. Chief Cameron, number 4, a 5'10 junior. Chance Dillingham, a 5'10 senior. Graham Kraisman is a 6'6 senior. Jeremiah Jackson, a 6'5 junior. And Will Hankey, a 6'4 senior. As we are just about set for game action. 26th District Championship. Justin Kalen, Paul Jackson here with you. And Coach, really looking forward to this one here tonight as Jason Gassaway gets honored with an award.
Yeah, this is just a great game. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to call it 26th District Final, baby. This is what it's all about.
Absolutely. We'll see how it all shakes out on the other side as we're set for our national anthem. We'll come back on the other side and we'll pick up the action as we get set for the 26th District Championship here this evening on Glycod.
Check it.
Ooh.
Need a better battery? Get an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Should have had an Interstate.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
From Glycod, it's UA Local 502 Louisville Basketball Game Night. UA Local 502. They do it right the first time. Tonight's game is brought to you by Tinsley Family Concessions, commitment to quality. The Army National Guard, where the next greatest generation is now. German American Bank, building our community together. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust. IBEW Local 369, power up your potential. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles. State Farm Insurance Agent Mike Shelton. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And Holy Smokes Barbecue. Now courtside for all the action from Glycod on UA Local 502 Louisville Basketball Game Night.
In the air. Well, it was up in the air, and now they're going to have to redo it. Now the ball up in the air, and we are underway in our 26th District Championship here at Mayo High School, Pap Glen Gymnasium. Justin Kalen, Coach Paul Jackson on the call for you here in this one. And, Coach, it's what we've been waiting for all afternoon. St. X, Mayo, as you got St. X out there in their white uniforms. Mayo will be donning their black road uniforms here in this one.
Yeah, Coach, this is Mayo's home gym. This ought to be a good one. There's a key right there. Big Keyshawn Jordan controlling the boards.
That was Hankey on the missed three. By the way, this is a high-powered St. X team scoring 80.5 points per game this season. That's good for number 1 in the state. They're number 2 in the state in terms of scoring average as they're winning games by over 24 points per contest. But as we mentioned in the pregame here, Coach, it's got Cole Edelin back. that changes the whole complexion for this Male team.
Oh, there's no question, Justin. Big number 0 is about for Male. Keep an eye on him. He's one of the few guys capable of just taking over a game with his three-point prowess and his ability to get to the rim. So, and I think he's fully healthy now, so this ought to be a good one.
Male scoring 68 points per game, allowing 62. Both of these teams shoot the ball pretty well, almost 50% from the field for this Male team. St. X right around 53%, as here is Keyshawn Jordan with it. Could have went up to the bucket there with that one. Instead gives it out to Gassaway. Now Mitchell, the freshman, you'll hear his name a lot, as that ball's going to carry him out of bounds. Back to St. X it goes.
Yeah, refs letting them play a little bit early. That may favor big Keyshawn Jordan. Took that ball to the rim hard.
Got to see Male a couple different times this season. And, Coach, I'll tell you right now, that Jordan Mitchell, freshman up on top of the key for Male, now in his guarding position. He is a lot of fun. He's going to have a great career.
Oh, he is. To be that poised and that young, to be in this environment, he looks very natural, very comfortable. This time of year, these freshmen now are sophomores or juniors.
Speaking of comfortable, this guy with the basketball, Chance Dillingham, typically stays pretty comfortable as he gets it off for Cameron. Now cross-court Kraisman, back to Cameron. And good double team there by the Bulldogs. As we're still looking for our first points of the ball game, Cameron will drive in and he gets shoved.
That was a good job by Cameron, just taking it on his own and trying to get his own there. Male's coming out with a defensive-minded set. I think the half-court game is what Male's looking for. They don't want X to get out and be able to run their lanes and play 90 feet of basketball.
Now Dillingham with a good look here, misses. And quick outlet up for Edelin. He'll go all the way to the bucket for the finish.
Cole breaking out of the pack for an easy deuce.
Edelin averaging 20 points per game this season. However, he missed a large chunk of it due to injury, and now we get a tie-up down low. And they're going to get Keyshawn Jordan for the foul here.
Well, I promise you one thing, that was a foul. He aggressively hooked him, but Keyshawn's here to play tonight.
Coach Hayworth went to bat for his player, though, down there on that sideline, as Dillingham will try again. Rebounded by Edelin. Quickly up for Mitchell. That somehow comes out, but Gassaway up and in.
Transition defense for the Tigers, surprisingly poor in the first couple of possessions. Let's see if they can get that corrected.
Jason Gassaway, the third leading scorer for this Male team at nearly 14 points a game. And now another turnover here for St. X. So a little bit of a sloppy start here in the early going for the Tigers.
You know, Justin, the last few games of St. X, they're an amazing basketball team. It's just they've had a little bit of a trend of starting off slow and then playing a huge second half. I wonder if we'll see that again tonight.
Mentioned they're 27-2 on the year. Both of those losses coming to out-of-state opponents. So undefeated versus Kentucky competition on the year as Edelin will try the three. Rare miss for him as Jackson skies for the board. Now he'll look to push the pace. Up top, Hankey. Now Dillingham. He'll drive in, no look pass in the corner to Kraisman, but not enough space there with Keyshawn Jordan looming. Now Dillingham in the lane trying to use that athleticism, and he misses. Great defensive effort there by Bulldogs.
The half-court defense so far for Male has been outstanding.
They're doing a good job thus far, really slowing this St. X team down, which you just brought up moments ago. That's got to be one of the keys as Gassaway knocks down a three.
Now that is one kid you don't want to give an open look to. A 51% three-point shooter on the year. That was textbook.
Leads Male with 55 threes on the season. As Cameron thought about a three, Jeremiah Jackson will take it and connects.
Jeremiah Jackson, there's going to be some lucky college that gets that kid. He's inside, outside, takes over games.
The 6'5 junior is Jeremiah Jackson. Missed three on the other end by Mitchell. One thing about these two teams meeting up here tonight, there is a ton of talent on this floor, not just for St. X, but for Male as well. A lot of athleticism and talent, Coach.
Yeah, you're going to see a highly athletic game, It's going to be into the details tonight. Who's going to execute the details of the game the best is going to win this.
As Jackson loses it and gets it right back up and in.
Jeremiah Jackson just showing kind of the bully ball that he's capable of playing, a relentless effort.
5 quick points for him as Edlin brings it across the timeline. Now hands it off to James Clark, the junior. And he gets his shot blocked away by Jackson. Now up for Chief. He'll think about a 3. Now he'll take it. Misses. Rebounded by Kraisman. Jackson wanted to fire another one. Now he will. And leaves it short. As Edlin going to slow things up as he gets it across the timeline. Nearly 5 minutes played here in this first quarter as Brandon Days, newly in the game, can't get the shot to fall. Brandon Days, a 6-foot sophomore. Edlin, look at this, volleyball line. And if you've watched Cole Edlin play, that doesn't surprise you, Coach. He's got that range.
That is well within his range, and I love watching when he just pulls.
Now Hankey will go to work down low. Out for Cameron, who gets it to Jackson. Jackson will back down James Clark and picks up the foul.
Coach, early in this game, we're seeing Keyshawn Jordan kind of bullying down low against Will Hankey. I think Will's going to really need to stand his ground, wall up against him, and hold him down a little bit, which he's fully capable of. Will's a fantastic player.
Jackson with all 5 points for St. X. Make it all 6 now as he knocks down that first one. Keyshawn Jordan going to come over to the male sideline, and onto the floor is Trey Hillerick, a 6'9 freshman. You were talking to Coach about him prior to the game tonight. He's really high on this freshman.
Yeah, Coach is super excited about his development this year. You know, Male's got two freshmen on the floor in one of the biggest games of the year. That speaks volumes to their future.
You know, coming into this, both teams guaranteed to get to the regional round as we see the travel there by James Clark. Does that take anything away from this game, or is there still that pride? You played, I'm sure, in some district championships back in your day. Is it still one of those things you want to win?
You do, but the peace of mind that these kids have, knowing they're going to put the tank top in again next week, takes a little bit of the tenacity potentially away. But both teams desperately want to hold the district championship trophy.
Sure.
But they're not feeling as much pressure as that first game, where it's a loser leave town mentality.
Jeremiah Jackson again. Well, all 10 now.
Coach, he's showing, or Justin, he's showing his entire bag right now, inside, outside. He's just a tough kid.
By the way, St. X going for their second straight district championship as they took care of Male 77-66 last season. Male won it in 2023 as Hillerick will fire the 3, comes up empty. So it's a 10-0 run for St. X here, but Gassaway going to take this one away off the block.
Hillerick coming in as a freshman with a key block right there. Now watch St. X. You may see them try to speed them up with some trapping on defense.
Edlin will try to tie this thing up, and that ball batted around. James Clark picks it up. Now Mitchell, the freshman, he'll answer.
That's a big bucket for Mitchell. May settle him down in this environment.
First points of the game for the freshman, and we're knotted up at 10 with 70 seconds left here in this first quarter. Brandon Days off now. Jeremiah Jackson pulls it up. And Edlin, smart play there, but couldn't quite come up with it. And now Brandon Day is going to draw the foul on Hillerick.
Justin's still really impressed with Male's half-court defense. They're really bringing the help side help. They're keeping them out of the paint, working hard, blocking out. This bodes well.
Especially for a team that allowed 96 the first time these two teams played. Holding St. X well below that mark here in this first quarter.
Yeah, anytime you can keep the Tigers, under 20 points in a quarter, you're doing something.
Yeah.
They're well under that threshold.
Bryce Johnson, a 6'5 junior, wearing number 10, checks in for the Tigers, as does the son of Coach Klein, Connor Klein, wearing number 2. He is a 6-foot junior.
Two sniper shooters coming in. Hopefully give the Tigers a little offensive lift.
Now Mitchell sends it into the corner. He'll take it all the way to the bucket, but blocked away again by Jeremiah Jackson. Now up Klein. Three-pointer taken here, up and in.
Jeremiah Jackson with 2 gimme that blocks. And then the sharpshooter Johnson comes in with a 3.
Bryce Johnson averaging 5 points per game this season as Mail looking to answer. That ball off the side of the backboard and thrown right off of Jeremiah Jackson. Good heads-up play there by the 6-foot junior Keith Brazil. 15-10. St. X leading with 23 seconds left here in this first quarter.
Justin, Mail has got to prevent the deadly runs of St. X. They can be very volatile and can absolutely put the points on the board.
Well, they're in the midst of a 15-3 run now, but Jason Gassaway changes that as he splashes home the 3. 7 points now in the quarter for Gassaway as it's 15-13. Down to 7 seconds. Dillingham will initiate. Step back jumper. That comes off. And that ball batted around and taken out of there by Gassaway, who will hoist, but that was late and wouldn't have counted either way, as that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. St. X 15, Mail 13, as we'll sneak in our quarter break here. Come back on the other side, and we'll bring you the second quarter of action right here from Pap Glen Gymnasium on Glycod.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville. You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night from Glycod.
Back here inside Pap Glen Gymnasium for your 26th District Championship between the Mail Bulldogs and St. X Tigers. Justin Kalin back here alongside Coach Paul Jackson. Coach, it was a fun first quarter. St. X with a 2-point lead entering this second quarter of play, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, well played. Well-played quarter for both teams. I think Coach Hayworth would love just being 2 down. Oh, it's a great move by Edlin right there.
He's not 2 down anymore thanks to Cole Edlin. He's now got 4.
Yeah, sometimes great shooters sometimes just need to see the ball go in and get a couple layups, a couple of downhill drives. Let's see if that affects his 3-point shot.
As now Klein will drive in, kicks it off. Hankey gets it up and in. How about the spin on that shot?
Oh, strong move by Will Hankey, fundamentally sound.
And that's the first bucket for the 6'4 senior Will Hankey. Comes in averaging 9.2 points per game, 5 rebounds a contest as well. As here is James Clark in possession for Mail. They trail by 2. Now Edlin will try to change that, and that one comes off the side iron and knocked out of play. It'll stay here with the Bulldogs. Hankey pleading his case down there to one of the officials, as Cole Edlin's going to come over and take a well-deserved rest, a rare rest as well.
Yeah, I think Coach Hayworth wants to just give him a break and settle down a little bit. I think he's maybe pressing a little bit on his threes right now, but they'll come.
Edlin was replaced out there by Cornelius Barnett, a 5'10 junior wearing number 2. Out there in the bright yellow shoes as he's got the basketball now, but taken away by Bryce Johnson. Sosa Friedman also now in the game for St. X, as here he is with the basketball. On top, Hankey, back with Klein. Klein doesn't get inside the perimeter too often, but that's 2 possessions in a row he's done that. Typically hang outside the perimeter type player as Hankey driving to the bucket, up and in.
Great move by Will Hankey. You know, he can go both ways. That one was with the offhand, with the right hand. Got Keyshawn Jordan a little bit thinking he's going to go left.
But he had to shoot it over Keyshawn Jordan as we're going to get our first timeout here. It'll be a full timeout with 6:05 left here in this second quarter. We'll step aside for a break as well. You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night 26 District Championship right here on Glycod.
Not just blinds. Blinds Direct. Not just blinds.
Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night from Glycod.
Back here at Mayo High School inside Pap Glenn Gymnasium for your Louisville Basketball Game Night coverage. 26th District Championship on the line here in this one. Justin Kalen, Coach Paul Jackson alongside you, and what has been a thoroughly entertaining game thus far. 19-15, St. X leading. A far cry from the first meeting, Coach, where St. X was able to win that contest 96-59.
Yeah, it looks like a totally different male basketball team from then. One little point I want to make here is look at the depth of St. X right now. We've got basically a different lineup that is just as good as their starters. I mean, they are makes it really tough.
By the way, for all the latest updates on all things high school athletics, including continuous score updates, visit glycod.com. We really enjoy what we do and appreciate your support. As Keyshawn Jordan nearly turns it over. Now they say he does turn it over as that ball hits the end line. Mitchell couldn't pick it up in time.
I promise you, Justin, Coach Hayworth wants, if Keyshawn Jordan gets the ball 2 feet from the basket, he does not want him passing it away. He wants him to go up strong and finish.
As now Sosa Friedman remains on the floor for St. X as Hankey looking for another bucket. This time trying to go over Gasaway and Jordan. Not a good decision. Edlin gets the screen. Edlin in the lane, and that's a tough finish.
That's a great job using his body right there to clear space. Cole's showing the bag off more off the downhill tonight.
6 points now for Cole Edlin as we're going to get a foul on the floor as Sosa Friedman was trying to advance towards the bucket. Just over 5 minutes left here in this first half. Place is filled in quite nicely.
Oh, this is a fantastic environment tonight, as well it should be for this battle.
Absolutely. Both these teams part of the 7th region. As Friedman receives the inbounds pass. Now with Dillingham. Jackson will fire another 3. This time leaves it short. And here comes Edlin with it. Mentioned the 7th region. We're going to have the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 11th region draws for you right here on Glycod on Saturday morning. So make sure to stay locked in to Glycod. As Gasaway, another bucket up and in. He's got 10 points already.
I am super impressed with Jason Gasaway.
And Dillingham with a quick answer on the other end.
One thing you don't want to do, you want to get back and keep St. X from the quick score.
Chance Dillingham's a guy you got to keep from beyond the perimeter. 68 threes made on the season. As here comes Hankey, now with Dillingham. Tigers leading by 3. Hankey will try to drive on Clark. Now Klein with a good look, and he'll connect. Can't leave Connor Klein that much space.
Klein is a steady influence on the basketball court. You give him an open look, he will knock it down.
As now he gets drove by James Clark. And then Connor Klein ran right into Chance Dillingham.
Looks like Chance may be okay. That's kind of a freaky move that caught Chance off guard there.
That was the first bucket of the game for James Clark. As Dillingham looks like he's good. He's going to stay out there. Klein was kind of rubbing at his mouth as well. Just didn't see each other.
I think St. X may try to get Kraisman a couple looks from outside. He's a very capable three-point shooter.
Kraisman's been quiet thus far. As Klein has it now, over for Jackson. Jackson's leading the way with 10 points here for the Tigers. They lead by 4.
I like this move by Coach Hayworth. He's going to a little, what looks like a matchup zone. Going to force St. X to see if they can shoot some threes.
As we are going to get, it looks like Dillingham may be bleeding, so he's going to come over to the sideline. Is that what's going on?
Justin, looks like there was a little blood on the court from Dillingham off of that accident. And they've referees have called a timeout, let him get attended to.
They're going to check the floor, make sure it's all good. Seems like it is. 25-21, St. X leading. Weird that they're the home team here in this one. Males playing in their own gymnasium, yet they've got to wear their road uniforms. Not too often you see that. As Chief Cameron with it now, backs up. Back with Jeremiah Jackson. I'd keep riding that hot hand, and how about that pass from Jackson into Friedman?
Beautiful job dissecting that zone a little bit. Got caught napping underneath the St. X.
Now Edlin will look to stay assertive, gets inside. And Jordan nearly had that offensive rebound, but a job well done by Kraisman poking it loose. Now Jeremiah Jackson up top. Sosa Friedman. He gets stripped by Edlin. Quickly up Mitchell. Back to Edlin. And another tough finish for Cole.
Here we go, the track shoes.
Jeremiah Jackson with a quick answer.
Transition defense on both teams is going to be key tonight.
How about this?
Can't get a sentence in without somebody scoring.
Are we watching basketball or a track meet here, Coach? Good grief.
Wow.
My hand can't write down the scoring quick enough.
There's some thoroughbreds out here.
We are in Kentucky.
That's right.
They're in the right place. As Gassaway going to earn a well-deserved rest over on the male bench. As the freshman Trey Hillary comes back on, as James Clark will try to convert on the three-point play.
Both freshmen for male are giving key minutes tonight and making solid contributions.
29-26, under 2.5 to play here in this first half. A briskly played first half, I might add.
I think this zone for male is a really good idea to help preserve some energy from their starting five.
Would that not worry you, though, with the way that this Tigers team could shoot the three?
Sometimes you just gotta take that chance and just on cue they'll burn you.
That gives St. X a 6-point lead once again, coming off of Connor Klein's second three-pointer. Trying to drop it down low for Jordan, and Klein, how about that? A hand in the passing lane, knocking it out of play.
Male's going to need Big Keyshawn to be big down there. Show him a good target, drop, step, turn, and play.
Edlin has it poked loose. Now with Jackson. Klein thought about another one, instead drives in, and ill-advised pass was trying to find Bryce Johnson, taken away by Mitchell. He'll come up, kicks it to Hillerick, freshman to freshman. Hillerick can't get it to fall. Klein clears the board. And he'll stop and pop. And Kraisman's going to get called for the push-off.
Pace favoring the Tigers right now. Uncharacteristically missed a few open looks, but love to see Male really get into their half-court set a little bit and try to slow this game down.
Hillerick and Brazil come out. Gassaway didn't spend very long over there on that bench. He's right back out there.
Justin, I don't think you can afford to keep him down too long. His offense has been key tonight.
He's got 10 points for the Bulldogs. How about that up and under?
Beautiful move.
James Clark again. He's got 7 points here in this second quarter.
James Clark used the backboard as a shield there and went under the defender.
32-28 now as we've got a minute left in the half. Cameron thinking about a three. Bryce Johnson will take it. We know that. As Jordan, how about that rebound, Coach? He got the board and kept it up high. You don't see that often.
That's the fundamentals that Coach Hayworth wants to see right there.
That's fantastic. As Edlin floats it up and in. Coach Hayworth also wants to see that as now Edlin with 10 points.
Right, all 10 points right around the rim, going downhill, using his body. He's not just a shooter.
2-point game now as we're under 30 seconds to play. St. X going to likely hold for the final shot of the half. As Cameron looks over at Coach Klein. Bryce Johnson coming out to set a screen, but now he'll walk away. So they kick it to Jackson. Under 10 to play, down to 5. Jackson, step back 2. That comes off. But how about that? Chief Cameron on the offensive rebound and
off
stick
the
back.
floor. Good Lord.
As that'll give St. X a 4-point lead heading to the halftime break. St. X 34, Male 30 up on our scoreboard. We'll step aside for a halftime break here, come back, and we'll bring you some statistics and a scoring summary from this first half. Stick with us for that. You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night, 26th District Championship here this evening on Glycod.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time. While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Welcome to Holy Smokes Barbecue.
At Holy Smokes Barbecue, our pitmasters smoke up mouth-watering ribs, chicken, brisket, mutton, and more. From sandwiches to full dinners, with a complete list of sides and desserts. Holy Smokes Barbecue. Just tell them that the man in the big white hat sent you.
Order up.
How's the pork chop taste?
It's pretty good. It's the best one I've ever had.
Holy Smokes Barbecue. Tell them the man in the big white hat sent you.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Tinsley Family Concessions, a tradition of corporate excellence and community service. For more, visit tfcfamily.com.
Back here at Pap Glen Gymnasium on the campus of Mayo High School as we are smack dab in the middle of our halftime here this evening, and a 34-30 lead for St. X after that first half. Justin Kalin, Coach Paul Jackson here alongside you. Coach, it was a 15-13 lead for St. X after one. They extended that up to a 4-point lead here at the halftime break, but all in all, that was a fun first half of basketball.
Very entertaining, Justin. Very entertaining first half of basketball by both teams. I thought they saw the stars kind of come out a little bit. We had Cole Edlin getting to the paint and scoring all of his 10 points right around the rim. Using his body well, and then Jeremiah Jackson, it's just been clutch all year for the Tigers, and he definitely played a big force in that first half.
Yeah, it feels like the stars were shining in that first half, no doubt about it. By the way, you see that scoreboard on the bottom of your screen. That scoreboard is presented by Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering. Tell them the man in the big white hat sent you. 7508 Preston Highway. You can give them a call at 502-968-5657 as we'll go ahead and slide in another break here. Come back on the other side, and we'll get you the individual scoring from that first half of play as well as look forward to the second half. Stick with us for that. You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night 26th District Championship right here on Glycod.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
You cannot depend on Carl to make peace with his seatbelt. Or on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup?
Or on Stephanie's perfect parking spot to stay perfect. But you can depend on their car starting because they have Interstate batteries. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Innovation is what allowed us to reach for the stars. And now, to reach for the ignition without changing your oil for what feels like forever. Introducing Oil Guard, a Ferris exclusive. This innovative Vanguard oil system lets you go 5 times longer between oil changes. Along with Ferris's patented suspension system, you'll cut faster, mow longer, and reduce maintenance.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night from Glycon.
And back here at Pap Glenn Gymnasium as we are just about set for our second half of play. Both teams down on the floor finalizing their halftime warm-ups. Justin Kalen, Paul Jackson back here alongside you. And before we get to the second half, we've got to bring you your first half statistics. Tonight's halftime stats are brought to you by German American Bank. Support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for more info. And Coach Mail with only 4 players finding the scoring column, but 2 of them in double figures, Cole Edelin and Jason Gassaway with 10 points, 7 points for James Clark, and 3 for Jordan Mitchell in that first half for St. X. Much like you get every game with them, 8 guys finding the scoring column. They were led by Jeremiah Jackson with 12. 6 points for Connor Klein on a pair of threes in that second quarter. 4 points for Will Hankey. 3 points for Chance Dillingham. 3 as well for Bryce Johnson. 2 for Chief Cameron, as well as Brandon Days and Sosa Friedman. As we have got a 4-point ball game here, 34-30, St. X with a lead. Coach, what are you expecting here in this second half?
Oh, I still think transition defense for both teams is going to be the key. Can we stop these? Can Mail stop the big runs? Can we get X in more of a half-court game? Impressed with Gassaway, Edelin, Jeremiah Jackson. They're all come to play tonight. It's going to be a good one.
Looking forward to it as both teams making their way back out onto the floor. Just a reminder for you, St. X in the white uniforms. Mail in their road black despite being at home. And it will be Tigers basketball to begin the half here. Kraisman, Dillingham, Hankey, Jeremiah Jackson, and Chief Cameron, the 5 out there for St. X. It looks like Mail also utilizing their starting lineup here from the initial start of this game. James Clark, Keyshawn Jordan, Cole Edelin, Jason Gassaway, and Jordan Mitchell, the 5 out on the floor. As Dillingham with a good look at 3, and he gets it to rattle in.
Boy, X did a good job of running their entire set all the way through there. Got a nice open look for Chance Dillingham. He's, I believe, the all-time 3-point shooter now at St. X, if I'm not mistaken.
It's now Mitchell in possession here. Mail trailing by 7, and then they're going to turn it over here as Edelin takes a spill. It's going to lead to a wide-open 3 from Dillingham, and he hits again.
Not the start Mail was looking for there. The freshman may have gotten a little over-dribbled a little bit.
Edelin looking for the answer and leaves it short. Rebounded by Dillingham. Quickly up Hankey. Errant pass, but Kraisman tracks it down. Now Jackson. Yep.
Definitely get a TO here. St. X said, let's go. I'll knock down 3 straight threes to start this second half.
And that's now 15 for Jeremiah Jackson, and we're going to get a timeout taken here with 6:40 left to play here in this third quarter. We'll sneak one in ourselves. It'll be a full timeout. Stick with us. More Louisville Basketball Game Night upcoming on Glycon.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech 24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Tech 24, a commercial food service repair company. Find out how you can train for a rewarding career and earn top pay and benefits by visiting mytech24.com.
Back here at Pap Glenn Gymnasium, a quick 9-0 run for St. X coming out of the halftime break as they now lead 43-30 Justin Kalen, Coach Paul Jackson alongside you. Coach, you said it going to break. It's a quick 9 points there for St. X.
Yeah, that's what you got to watch for these Tigers. They are capable of putting points on the board quickly.
As James Clark looking to answer, cannot, but his big teammate Keyshawn Jordan gets it up and in.
That's a big basket to slow this momentum.
That's his first points of the game, averaging nearly 10 a contest. Also 7.5 boards a game for Keyshawn Jordan. As Dillingham. Now St. X going to slow things down a little bit here, looking for the best possible shot. Inside, that's a pretty good look for Henke.
Great ball.
And Kraisman can't convert, and Jordan with a big-time board. Chief Cameron nearly taking it away, but here come the Bulldogs. Edlin, deep three. Good time, or big-time rebound there by James Clark, and how about that stick back?
Great offensive board right there by James Clark. Good putback.
Cameron looks for a three. And rebounded by Gassaway, but he had a foot on the inline.
Justin Chance Dillingham's reminding people, don't forget about him. He can flat out play. A couple of clutch threes. I see him having a big second half potentially.
Dillingham averaging 14 points per game. He has been a huge piece of this St. X team the last handful of years. Got to be honest, took me a little time to get used to him. He had the long hair last year, the braids, and now he's
a clean-cut Chance Dillingham.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I know it.
Speaking of which. And that ball batted out, picked up by Edlin.
Let's see if Edlin doesn't try to get downhill here.
Well, if they leave him, he's just going to stop and pop.
Well, he can make it look easy.
And all of a sudden, Mail back to within 7. As we're going to get a 30-second timeout taken by St. X here with 4:55 left in the third quarter. We'll sneak in one ourselves. Stick with us. You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Blunt Dental Group is a high-quality, family-owned dental practice. We are committed to educating our patients, as well as investing in the latest technology to provide more efficient dental care. Our team of licensed dentists and hygienists includes 2010 Male High graduate Tyler Blunt, located in the heart of Linden at 8013 New LaGrange Road, Suite 6. For an appointment, call 502-425-7068 or go online at bluntdentalgroup.com. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night from Glycod.
Back here, Mayo High School, the side of tonight's 26th District Championship, where St. X leading 43-36 over the Mayo Bulldogs. Justin Kalen, Paul Jackson back here alongside you. Jeff Cooper, our on-site producer this evening. Max Gorley on camera. St. X in possession here coming out of the timeout. They had taken a 13-point lead, but a quick 6-0 spurt by Mayo prompted the timeout. Now let's see what they have drawn up here coming out of that timeout as Henke takes some contact down low. Coach Hayworth can't believe the call. It's funny.
Justin, I know Coach Hayworth wants to rest these guys and play this kind of matchup zone to catch their breath, which I think is a good move. But St. X does a good job with their ball movement, and it could be a pivotal point in this game. If they start knocking out threes, it may force Mail to go into a man-to-man and just lay it on the line.
Henke knocks down the first one. I'll tell you what, it has been thoroughly entertaining watching the coaches on the sideline here in this one. They couldn't be any more opposite. As Coach Hayward spends a lot of time pacing back and forth, Coach Klein pretty well just stands in the same spot. As Henke now with 6 points in the game. That St. X lead back up to 9 now. Edlin, he'll get all the way to the bucket and take some contact.
Really like what Cole Edlin's doing. I know he's just not feeling it from three, so what is he doing? He's pump faking, getting to the rim, get to the foul line, maybe a couple of foul shots, see the ball go in, may open up that three-point shot for Cole.
Well, and that's what makes Cole Edlin a lot of fun to watch, is the fact that he can score on any level. And there is a handful of colleges that have noticed that as well. Offers from Western Kentucky, Central Arkansas, College of Charleston, Jacksonville State, Stony Brook, just to name a few. I mean, he's been getting all kinds of love.
Yeah, you can't be fooled by his size. He plays a lot bigger.
And he's now got 14 points in the game, approaching that season average of nearly 21. As that ball knocked out of bounds by Keyshawn Jordan. Brandon Days coming back on the floor for St. X as he'll replace Will Hankey. Brandon Days in the Louisville City Youth Academy has actually gotten some minutes with Louisville City in the last year or so. As Dillingham another look at three, and he hits again.
Great set with a back pick off the zone to free up Dillingham for the open look.
It's his third three-pointer knocked down here in this quarter. As all of a sudden he's up to 12 for the game. 4 threes splashed home already. Now Edlin under 4 to play in the quarter. Leaves it short. Kraisman. Quick outlet up for Days. Now Days and gets the roll on that one in.
That is St. X basketball right there, Justin. Up and down, quick points, looking to tire Mail out.
All of a sudden they lead by 12. As James Clark has his progress stopped, kicks it out for Edlin. Give and go with Keyshawn Jordan inside the paint and leaves it short. Now battle for the board taken out of there by Kraisman. Kraisman still yet to score for St. X. Guy averaging 8 points a game.
Just speaks to their depth. Many different guys step up each and every night for the Tigers. Speaking of which,
talked it into existence.
Called that one.
As it's now 53-38, the St. X folks below us loving what they're seeing. Tigers now on top by that 15-point mark as here comes Edlin trying to get some of those points back. Dillingham saves it in bounds, and Jeremiah Jackson goes up to get it.
The energy level in this second half has really picked up for the Tigers.
Cameron thought about a three, instead tries the up and under, and then picks up the cheap frustration foul against Gassaway.
I'd love for Mail to settle down, get in their sets, and let's see if we can get a guy like Gassaway going with a three.
Bryce Johnson and Connor Klein both coming on to the floor for St. X. As it looks like Kraisman and Chief Cameron going to the sideline. Trey Hillerick also on the floor now for Mail. As Edlin will opt to use the screen from Hillerick. Now on top with Mitchell, who loses it right off of his knee out of bounds. That felt like that was going to be showtime had he been able to keep control of that basketball.
Yeah, he had a wide open lane. It was a good little defensive kick there. All right, we are in, if you're Mail right now, you desperately need to stop.
See if they can get one here. As Dillingham again.
Wow.
Jeez.
Downtown Okolona.
It's now 4 threes in this third quarter alone for Dillingham. As Gassaway will look for the answer on the other end, and he gets it.
I can tell you how impressed I am with him. Big frame, can shoot the three.
His 12th point of the game. First, however, in this second half, though, as we're down under 90 seconds to play in this third quarter. Klein wanted to get it down low, but kicked by Hillerick. Somewhat fortunate there for St. X. That was an errant pass. Cornelius Barnett back on the floor now for Males. He'll replace the freshman Jordan Mitchell. Dillingham with an ill-advised pass, picked up by Edlin. Looked like just a miscommunication there. As here comes Cole being guarded hard by Connor Klein. And now trying to drop it for Hillerick. Barnett picks it up, and Barnett is fouled hard by Connor Klein. I don't think there was any malicious intent there, but Coach Hayworth wants a flagrant here.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it was any malicious. It was a hard fall, kind of caught him off balance.
And Cornelius Barnett still down on the floor as they're going to bring out the athletic trainer for Male. With 1 minute and 2 seconds left here in this third quarter. It's been all St. X here in this third frame. 56-40, they lead after they were leading by just 4 at halftime, Coach. How have they done it aside from the... Actually, I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and step aside for a break as they tend to Cornelius Barnett. We'll come back on the other side and we'll pick up the action right here on Glycod.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech 24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Tech 24, a commercial food service repair company. Find out how you can train for a rewarding career and earn top pay and benefits by visiting mytech24.com.
Back here at Male High School, good to see Cornelius Barnett get up off the floor and walk off on his own power after a scary fall there prior to the break, as it'll be Jordan Mitchell coming in to shoot the free throws, and he calmly knocks down the first one. Coach, that was a scary fall there by Cornelius Barnett.
Yeah, you never want to see, especially when the potential head injuries involved. You just hold your breath and make sure everything's okay, but glad to see him get off on his own power.
Jordan Mitchell gets them both. He's now got 5 points in the game, well below his season average of almost 16. We're under a minute to play here in this third. Here comes Connor Klein. Sosa Friedman back in the game as he sends it over for Brandon Days. Days gets it swatted away, rebounded by Hillerick. Now with Eden. How about Edlin?
There we go.
Just shortened his name.
I like it.
Up top now with Mitchell. Back with Mitchell. And
Great
off
look
for Hillerick, and he can't convert. That ball swatted away. Was it Henke that got a hand on it? I believe it was.
It was. They denied at the rim. I like the set, though.
As now Days will dribble it out with 5 seconds left here in the quarter. Out to Klein, sidestep three, and comes up empty, and that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter of play. St. X takes control of this one, 56-42 they lead. We'll step aside for our quarter break here, come back on the other side, and we'll bring you the fourth and final frame of your 26th District Championship this evening on Glycod.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
You're struggling with something in school. Sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night from Glycod.
Fourth and final quarter set to get underway in your 26th District Championship. Justin Kalin, Paul Jackson here on the call for you this evening, as it was all St. X in that third quarter. And Coach, we talked about in that first half, Male was able to hold St. X under 20 points both quarters in the first half, but St. X with a 22 spot there. How were they able to do it?
You just witnessed why they're one of the most complete basketball team in the state of Kentucky. That's a good move by Cole Leland. Uh-oh.
And Edlin with an awkward fall. I don't know what was more awkward, the fall or that shot that he was able to get up and in, as that was his 16th point of the ball game. With 7:41 left to play, he's going to get helped up. Great to see. Looked like he just kind of got bent backwards or awkwardly there following that made shot.
He has had to kind of contort his body with many of his twos tonight.
Being the leader for this male team, you know he's not coming out.
No, he's a tough kid.
56-44 as St. X remains in control, as now Brandon Days will bring it up. Will Hankey, Sosa Friedman, Connor Klein, and it's Bryce Johnson, the fifth out there for the Tigers.
This is what makes St. X so dangerous in the month of March. Going 9 or 10 deep, they just stay fully rested, and you'll see they employed their will that third quarter.
Yeah, we haven't even touched on it, but the freshman phenom that we've gotten to see a couple times this season, Josh Lindsay, not active in this game, or they could be even more deep.
Yeah, that's super impressive.
As here's Friedman. And leaves it off. That one somehow comes off by Johnson. And now he takes some contact down low. No call. And we were commenting off air there. Officials really letting them play here in this one.
This is a quick game and letting them play. Not a ton of fouls. Very entertaining.
Now Klein up top the key. Was looking for his third three, but that one comes off. Rebounded by Clark. Clark looks over to Coach Hayworth, gets the play call. Now takes a screen from Gassaway, gets all the way to the bucket, drops it off for Keyshawn Jordan, who loses it, but fortunately last touched by the Tigers.
St. X just makes you work so hard offensively that they really play a solid game on both sides of the court. And to ask 5 or 6 guys from one team to be able to play at that level, both offensively and defensively, is a tall order.
It's tough, yeah. James Clark receives the inbounds pass here. Coach Klein down there stomping about something. As Mitchell driving in, he's going to get fouled by Dillingham. Dillingham kind of squints those eyes, looks at the official.
Well, the future is bright for this male basketball team. This is Jordan Mitchell and Trey Hillerick and superstar freshman.
I mean, even Cole Edlin.
Cole Edlin, he's been here
just
since,
a junior, yeah.
I think he's been here since kindergarten, if we're not.
James Clark, also a junior for this male team. They've definitely have a solid core moving forward. As another foul up top. So we might have spoke a little too soon. Back-to-back fouls there. 6:11 to play.
Coach Hayworth has been in the ear a little bit, maybe paying some dividends.
Inbounds here for Gassaway. Now with Mitchell. Feeds it for Jordan. He tries to drive in on Hankey, and Hankey's going to pick up a foul. That's 3 quick fouls called against St. X. That's the Boo-Birds. The Boo-Bird Tigers coming out.
You know, a key factor is Keyshawn really hasn't gotten going yet. You'd love to see him finish this game strong.
Yeah, hard to believe he's only got 2 points. As another ball batted out of bounds. Last touched by Chance Dillingham, and Coach Hayward down there on the sideline giving one of the officials a demonstration of what he's seeing.
I don't think shy fits his personality. There's Keyshawn.
Going right into the chest of Will Hankey. Now it's down to a 10-point game here, 56-46.
Justin, the Tigers are not going to go away just yet. I'm sorry, the Bulldogs.
I knew what you meant.
All right. Not my first.
That's Dillingham up top. Hit 5 threes in this game has Chance Dillingham. As now Hankey Uses the screen from Jeremiah Jackson. Back with Dillingham here.
St. X's going to take their time. They realize that they're up 10 with 5 minutes to play. They're going to make Mail come get them.
And Jordan going to foul, as that is the first one against Mail here in this fourth quarter, rather. As potentially looking at the long game here, as they got to get up to that 5 foul mark. Does it worry you when teams slow it down, that they're in the mindset of playing to not lose instead of playing to win?
Especially like a team like St. X, when you have all that firepower, you want to keep the gas pedal down here and just tuck teams in at the end of games. You don't want to let them hang around.
As Hankey to trigger the inbound. Dillingham will drive in on Gasaway. Now Jackson loses it on his pursuit to the bucket. And they're going to rule that was on the floor. Seems like the right call there.
Looks like the referees have found their whistle here in the last couple minutes.
Call that the curse of the commentator.
That's
I'm blaming
right.
us.
As well they should.
It's inbound here now for Chief Cameron. Dillingham maybe should have shot that one. Instead makes the unselfish play and gives it up. Is now driving baseline again off for Kraisman.
What a catch by Kraisman.
Kraisman now with 5 points.
Well, you had Jeremiah Jackson in the first half take control, and then Chance Dillingham has said, wait a minute, let me play in this game a little bit. He's taking control in the second half. Two of their big stars.
When we've made so much about all these guys on the floor that play both offensively and defensively at such a high level, Chance Dillingham is yet another example of that type of player.
Oh, no question. Justin getting a little chippy in the last 4 minutes here. I think the refs are doing a good job of keeping things under control.
That last St. X foul was their fourth, as Eaglin finally knocks down a three, as he's now got 19 points. And we're going to get a timeout taken here as the Bulldogs are back to within single digits. They trail by 9 as we're nearly halfway through this fourth quarter of play. We'll sneak in a break ourselves. Stick right here on Glycod as we continue your 26th District Championship.
Go ahead. Pour it on. As thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering. Serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham. Always served to you fresh and so good, it'll make you say,
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Holy smokes!
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night from Glycod.
4:17 to play here in our 26th District Championship. 58-49, St. X leading. Justin Kalen, Coach Paul Jackson back here alongside you. And, Coach, it's been a nice spurt for Mail the last couple of minutes as they've clawed their way back into this thing.
I'm super impressed with how Mail, they had no give up there. And Cole Eden just made a three. Let's see if 1-3 can lead to another. You may see a barrage here from number 0.
Tell you what, I saw a game with Cole Edlin earlier this season. Actually, I've got that scoring sheet on me, so let me snag that and get you the accurate numbers. As another foul down low, this time against Mail. 16 first half points for Cole Edlin in that game against Eastern earlier this season. 18 second half points, so shows you how quick he can get hot. As Hankey nearly loses it on top. Edlin picking up the defensive assignment on Hankey. Under 4 to play. Dillingham. He nearly loses it. Kraisman able to pick it up. Back to Dillingham. He'll try another. No. Oh, my gosh. Jeremiah Jackson was going for the top 10 on SportsCenter later this evening.
I didn't know if that was Josh Lindsay or Jeremiah. I couldn't tell who that was.
He caught that rebound with the intent to slam that thing home. That would have been amazing.
There was some bad intentions there.
As Jackson trying to argue that it was a shooting foul. They're going to rule that it was on the floor. I'm kind of with Jeremiah here.
Yeah, they may have missed that one.
As Dillingham will get the ball in play for Jackson here. Now
Great
down low.
Pass.
Hankey gets the finish.
Jeremiah looked at the mismatch there, had Cole Edlin on Will Hankey, and worked out well for the Tigers.
8 points now for Hankey. As Edlin with the floater.
I tell you, he's got the best float game in the state of Kentucky, I think.
Now 11 points here in this second half as he is up to his season average of 21. Jeremiah Jackson just over 3 to play, and with that, Coach Klein says we'll take a full timeout to discuss things. Still a 9-point game. St. X 60, Male 51 up on our scoreboard. We'll sneak in a break ourselves. Stick with us. You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night 26th District Championship right here on Glycod.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night from Glycod.
3 minutes, 16 seconds left here in this 26th District Championship. St. X 60, Male 51. Both of these teams will advance to the regional tournament. Justin Kalen, Paul Jackson back here alongside you. Another reminder that you can see those regional drawings on Saturday morning starting at 10 a.m. right here on Glycod. It'll be the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 11th regions that we'll cover.
Justin, it's always good to win that district championship. It just gives you such a favorable draw.
Yep.
In that tough 3-game stretch.
As Dillingham out there with Will Hankey. Brandon Day's in possession with it now. Chief Cameron and Jeremiah Jackson, the others out there for St. X. As inside for Cameron, now Hankey.
All right, Coach Klein is definitely going to move the ball around. They're only going to take a shot if it's a layup, it looks like at this point.
Just trying to play keep away here. How long, if you're Male, do you let this go on before the foul game starts? Next foul will be free throws for what it's worth.
Yeah, that was textbook basketball there on that possession.
Mitchell looked like he was trying to foul, but it wasn't called as Hankey gets all the way to the bucket. Now Mitchell out for Brazil. Thought about a 3, instead passes it up. James Clark.
I would find number 0 if I'm Male.
Instead, it's a turnover as Dillingham drives baseline, faces a double team. Looked like he was trying to get that pass off, and he hits the deck pretty hard, but pops right back up. First foul on Brazil.
It's official. We're definitely in the postseason.
Yeah.
These teams are getting after each other a little bit. Refs are doing a good job of keeping things under control. A lot of emotion, Justin, when you get to the postseason.
Probably a combination of postseason and the whole rivalry aspect as well, right?
You're spot on, yeah.
As Dillingham will step to the stripe for a pair. Gets it up and in. Edlin walks over to Coach Hayworth. Coach tells him something.
Chance Dillingham trying to make a statement for player of the game here.
No doubt. Up to 16 points. Make it 17. As back on the floor comes Keyshawn Jordan with just over 2 minutes to play. That St. X lead back up to 13 here. Let's see if number 0 in black can make some noise here. That's who has the basketball now. Gassaway, he'll fire the 3. Ooh. Had a really good first half, but has been quiet here in the second half.
St. X can just take the legs out of you with their pace of play for the course of 4 quarters. Very hard for good shooters to keep their legs for all 4 quarters. playing the Tigers.
Well, now they're going to slow it up yet again, continue to try to play keep away, and Jordan tried to foul Dillingham. They didn't call it, and it works out for Mail as Dillingham puts it out of bounds.
Coach Klein is looking for really nothing but layups there, so he's not super thrilled with that turnover.
Mitchell with the aggressive drive. Ball saved in bounds. Jeremiah Jackson. Now Dillingham somehow keeps that foot grounded.
Oh, wow.
Down low, Chief Cameron up and in. That's 4 now for Chief. St. X on top by 15. 80 seconds to play. As we're about to see a mass exodus here, Coach.
They're starting to file out.
Gasaway up and in. He's got 14 now, and with that, we are going to get a timeout taken, a 30-second timeout with 1:12 left to play. We'll keep it here through this timeout with St. X leading 66-53, but like we've said a number of times throughout the broadcast, both of these teams will advance to continue playing, and that's got to be a great feeling for Mail knowing that, hey, weren't able to take care of our rival here tonight in this one, but we've got other opportunities waiting for us down the road.
Yeah, 1989 at Oldham County High School, we lost the district championship in double overtime. Had to come in at like a 6 seed, and we won 3 straight games to go to Rupp Arena, and you're still in the game, right? Yep. That's the key. You're still in the game, so it's a whole new beginning come next week for both these teams. So take what you can from this district tournament. Just know next week's when the real fun begins, right?
Yeah, no doubt. Coach is too humble to say it, but in the Oldham County Hall of Fame, pretty impressive stuff.
30 years ago and 30 pounds.
It was now Dillingham, and now they'll call the foul. I'll be honest with you, I didn't know if we were going to see a foul game coming down the stretch here. Dillingham will step to the stripe for a pair.
These are crucial reps right now. How are you going to handle your end game when you're up? Yep. You know, these are great practice for the next, as Coach Klein says, it's a 9-game season right now. If that's all they're thinking about. Mm-hmm. They've got 7 more games to play.
Dillingham goes 1 of 2 from the line this time. Up to 18 for the game. As now St. X, not like they're already ahead by 14, going to deploy a little 3/4 court press as Edlin fires up another 3 and gets it.
You can see why he is coveted.
67-56 as days up for Dillingham. Still no foul. And it looks like they may or may not have called off the Dogs as we're down to 35 seconds left. Cameron up top for Dillingham. Back with Cameron and under 30 to play. And now they're going to foul Brandon Days with 26.7 seconds left. So X will head to the stripe with a chance to add on to this 11-point lead.
Justin St. X is just well coached, well schooled, very deep.
Yep.
They're making a statement tonight. Putting the state of Kentucky on notice. Say, come get me if you can.
They were the number 1 ranked team in the final poll of the season. They've pretty well been there all year long, or have been there all year long. By the way, keep it with us here in our postgame as we'll bring you some final statistics, a game recap, most outstanding players, and we'll take a look at the upcoming schedule here on Glycott as well. Inside, Keyshawn Jordan gets that one up and in. Wasn't the prettiest dunk, but it counts for a dunk nonetheless.
I think he took his frustration out on that rim.
It has been a frustrating night for him, just 6 points. And it has been tough to get anything going as Kraisman now with 2 seconds. And there we are, triple zeros, and St. X is going to get it done by a final score of 68-58 as they have won back-to-back district championships here and will advance to the regional tournament round, as will Mail, but it's going to be a little bit sweeter for St. X because they're taking some hardware into that regional round. As we'll step aside for a break here, come back on the other side, and we'll start your post-game show. A lot of stuff coming up for you in the post-game. You're watching your 26th District Championship coverage right here on Glycod.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
Check it. Ooh. Oh, no.
Need a better battery? Get an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Should have had an Interstate.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville. Blunt Dental Group is a high-quality, family-owned dental practice. We are committed to educating our patients, as well as investing in the latest technology to provide more efficient dental care. Our team of licensed dentists and hygienists includes 2010 Male High graduate Tyler Blunt, located in the heart of Linden at 8013 New LaGrange Road, Suite 6. For an appointment, call 502-425-7068 or go online at bluntdentalgroup.com. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time. While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by the Army National Guard. Protect what matters most to you. Visit your nearest National Guard recruiter or nationalguard.com.
And the celebration is on for the St. X Tigers, as they are actually now announcing the all-district teams here down on the floor. Looks like Jason Gasaway, Cole Edlin, Chance Dillingham, Will Hankey, and Jeremiah Jackson all getting those honors from these two teams, as it was a fun back-and-forth type game in the first half of play, but St. X, with just a little too much in the second half, ends up winning this game 68-58. Justin Kalen, Coach Paul Jackson back here alongside you. And, Coach, I think it's that simple, really. The depth of St. X allowed them to pull away in the end.
Yeah, you're spot on. I mean, that third quarter run using all their depth was just little too much for Mail to handle, but I give credit to the Bulldogs. They played hard for all 4 quarters, gave St. X a good test tonight. They were just a little bit too tough at the end.
Yeah, it was really that third quarter for St. X that stretched this game out. After first quarter, it was St. X 15-13. They had the lead. They then led by just 4 at the halftime break, 34-30. But then, like I said, that third quarter is really where they extended things. They had a 56-42 advantage after 3 before ultimately winning this game 68-58. But all around, I think for Mail and St. X, some really, really good performances out there tonight, Coach.
I think both teams are gearing up for the region. Cole Eden looked a lot more healthy, moving, good for Mail. Jeremiah Jackson and Chance Dillingham, both their stars, really came to play. One in the first half, Chance in the second half. So, at St. X, you just get a lot of contribution from 9 deep. That's why they're the favorite to hold up the trophy in Rupp.
Yeah, no doubt. We'll see how it shakes out as we go on down the playoffs. See the Coach Klein down there. He's supposed to be coming up. We're supposed to be getting a word with him here in the postgame as well. But I'll tell you what, let's step aside for a break now. I'll come back, and I'll bring you some individual scoring numbers from this contest. Stick with us. We've got more Louisville basketball game night coverage coming up right here on Glycod.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
Blunt Dental Group is a high-quality, family-owned dental practice. We are committed to educating our patients, as well as investing in the latest technology to provide more efficient dental care. Our team of licensed dentists and hygienists includes 2010 Male High graduate Tyler Blunt, located in the heart of Linden at 8013 New LaGrange Road, Suite 6. For an appointment, call 502-425-7068 or go online at bluntdentalgroup.com. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles.
Blinds Direct, not just blinds. Blinds Direct, not just blinds.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time while I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by the Kentucky Army National Guard. Serve your country while going to school or work full-time. Find your fit at nationalguard.com.
And back here, Pap Glen Gymnasium at Mayo High School, where we have wrapped up our 26th district championship, which ended in a St. X 68-58 win over the Mayo Bulldogs. And I'm now joined by Coach Kevin Klein of the St. X Tigers. Coach, it was a fun ball game here tonight. A little bit of a slower start for you all. We were talking a little bit off air. It was a 7-0 run to start the game for Mayo, but then you all came back on a 10-0 run yourselves. Really kind of struggled to score in that first quarter, but it ultimately came together in that second half.
Oh, absolutely. It was a choppy game early. Mayo brought a lot of physicality, some toughness, and I don't think we were truly being who we are. We pride ourselves on assaulting the paint, penetrate the kick. If we get 2 paint assaults in a possession, we're going to get a layup or a wide-open shot, and we settled. The ball was sticking, bodies weren't moving, and we were settling for tough twos. And then once we kind of got over the choppiness of the start and got a little bit of rhythm, saw the ball go in, got our defense set, and scored 10 unanswered, I don't think we ever looked back. And just really proud of how we weathered the storm. When you play a championship game against a really good team like Mayo, there's going to be ebbs and flows. You're going to get hit. You're going to hit back. And you just got to weather the storm and stay the course. And I thought we did a really good job with that. And I tell you what, I thought Chief Cameron's put back at the buzzer going into halftime to put us up 4 gave us a lot of confidence, and we kind of built off that with chances 3 to start the third quarter. So we went 5-0 on those last and first possessions of the second quarter, third quarter, and then we got going at the start of the third. And I think guys just got into the rhythm of the game. We got our bench in there, played 9 guys, really wore those guys down, and just a cumulative effect kicked in. But when you play for a championship, everything's going to be harder. And our guys are bought into that, and it just feels good to continue to be playing our best at the right time and bring a trophy back home to school.
Yeah, no doubt. Back-to-back now district championships for your St. X Tigers. I want to touch a little bit more on Chance Dillingham there to start the second half. Knocked down 4 threes in that third quarter alone. Ends the night with 18, 15 of those coming in the second half of play. What does it mean to you to have a leader like Chance Dillingham?
Special. He's a winner. And I told him at halftime, I said, Chance, what a wild first half. Like, you probably haven't experienced or felt that in 4 years here.
Yeah.
And, you know, he got the bloody neck and shots weren't going. And like you said, he had 3 points. And I said, stay you, get your mind right. And I said to Coach Justin, Coach McKim, I said, we're going to run this play, and he's going to get a wide open 3, and it's going to go in. And we just have supreme confidence in him because he's earned it. Yeah. And this kid is just always in the gym. The hours he spent upon hours of just replicating that shot and being ready for this moment. And, you know, it's everybody. I mean, it was Chance, it was Chief, it was Jeremiah. Will played possess. Graham was great. Brandon was great. Bryce was great. Connor's big threes in the first half and some very good defensive headiness plays. Just like I said, we're a team. We really thrive on that, and this team has no individual ego. It's always about how can I make the guy next to me better, and it's never about more shots, more starts, more playing time. What can we do to help St. X win? And that trophy goes back to St. X as a unit, and we feel very good about that.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking of feeling really good, you've got to feel really good about your team moving forward as you all advance into the Kentucky playoffs.
Absolutely. You know, I was super motivated with these guys to get one more home game. And these seniors deserve it. So to be a district champion and to get to play in the Wills Center on Tuesday night, those guys have earned it. And Tiger fans, like, you got to make your plans right now and come out and support these guys one last time, because what they have done for this school, this program, it's just truly, truly special. I don't think I can truly put that into words, but the target keeps getting bigger, right? Everybody wants a piece of us, and it goes both ways. The target, whoever we play, is going to continue to get bigger, and our guys have had that winning edge and chip on their shoulder all season long. And we'll enjoy this for a couple hours tonight, and it's back to work. And these guys are going to keep looking out the windshield for what's ahead. And Coach Glazer put the rearview mirror by the locker room door today. And it's like, whatever's in the past is in the past. And we're coming tonight, Mayo High School, to do a job. And then now it's on to the regional tournament.
Yeah, that's fantastic. All right, Coach. Well, thanks for taking some time for us. We'll let you go. I know you've probably got other media obligations. And then let the celebration begin. Take this one in tonight. Enjoy it for a couple hours.
Really appreciate you guys supporting high school basketball and doing a great job that you do. Thanks a lot, guys.
Of course. Thanks, Coach. All right, that was Coach Kevin Klein of St. X in his 17th season, and now a back-to-back district champion after their title last season as well, as his squad gets it done 68-58. And we've got to bring you your final stats. Tonight's final stats are brought to you by German American Bank. Support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for more info. First for Male, they ended up having 5 guys find the scoring column. Cole Edlin came to life in that second half. 24 points for him. Jason Gassaway, I thought, had a really good game tonight as well. 14, 9 points for James Clark, the junior, 6 points for Keyshawn Jordan, and 5 points for Jordan Mitchell, as every starter scored for Male. For St. X, they had 8 guys find the scoring column, make that 9 guys find the scoring column, led by Chance Dillingham with 18, 10 points for Will Hankey. You had 6 points for Connor Klein, 5 points for Brandon Days, Graham Kraisman, and Jeremiah Jackson, 4 points for Chief Cameron, 3 points for Bryce Johnson, and 2 points for Sosa Friedman. As that's a look at your individual scoring, we'll step aside for our final break here. Come back, we'll bring you your most outstanding players, as well as look ahead to the upcoming schedule right here on Glycod as we continue your Louisville basketball game night coverage here from Male High School.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time while I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Blind Direct, not just blinds. Blind Direct, not just blinds.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night from Glycod.
Back here at Pap Glenn Gymnasium for the final time this night as we wrap up your Louisville Basketball Game Night coverage as St. X gets it done in the 26th District Championship, 68-58 the final score. Justin Kalen, Coach Paul Jackson back here alongside you, and we've got to bring your most outstanding players. Tonight's most outstanding players are brought to you by State Farm Insurance Agent Mike Shelton. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Coach, let's start with male. Most outstanding player for them, pretty easy one.
Yeah, you got to go Cole Elam, not to steal your thunder there, but he looks a lot healthier. He's moving good on that foot. I'm really impressed with how he got to the rim and got his own tonight when the team really needed it. He's going to be tough to handle in the region.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And for St. X, it was really the play of Chance Dillingham in that second half. I talked to Coach about it. 15 of his 18 coming in that second half of play. He's going to be our most outstanding player for the Tigers.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. What's upcoming here on Glycod? Well, it's tournament time, so we have got a lot of that coming up for you. A look at our upcoming schedule presented by Operation Parent. They're equipping and empowering parents with the tools needed to face the issues challenging today's youth. To learn more about their services, visit operationparent.org as you take a look at the upcoming schedule. And just another reminder for you, Saturday morning, 10 a.m., right here on Glycod. We will cover the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 11th region drawings, so make sure to keep it locked in for that to figure out where your favorite team is going. Before we get out of here, I certainly want to give out some thank yous. Thank you to executive producer of Glycod, Steve Bird, getting us all the information we need to bring you all this contest. I'm talking stats, rosters, fun facts, all that. Steve Bird's really great about that. Jeff Cooper was our on-site producer here today, keeping us up and running, doing a great job. Max Gorley ran the camera for us this evening. And, of course, a big thank you and shout-out to John Kelsey as well, the athletic director here at Mayo High School, getting us set up in a great spot to be able to bring you all this contest. Before we get out of here, Coach, any final thoughts?
Yeah, I think both coaches are going to be pretty pleased heading to the region the way both teams are trending. St. X running 9 deep. They're looking at hoping to put together a 9-0 run, and Mayo is hoping, they get their big man Keyshawn Jordan going a little bit more, and with a healthy Cole Eaton, a couple of good freshmen, they could easily sneak up on somebody and take this region as well.
Yeah, we'll
it's
see how.
Super exciting.
Yeah, we'll see how it all plays out. It will definitely be exciting. Coach, great to work alongside you again, and thanks for everybody for listening. It was a fun night of 26th District Championship basketball, and that'll wrap it up here for us. Stick with us. Until next time, this is Justin Kalen saying so long and good night. You've been watching Louisville Basketball Game Night coverage on Glycod.
From Glycod, this has been UA Local 502 Louisville Basketball Game Night. UA Local 502, they do it right the first time. Tonight's game was brought to you by Tinsley Family Concessions, commitment to quality. The Army National Guard, where the next greatest generation is now. German American Bank, building our community together. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust. IBEW Local 369, power up your potential. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles. State Farm Insurance Agent Mike Shelton, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And Holy Smokes Barbecue.
For schedule information about our upcoming broadcasts, visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @Glycod. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation from Glycod.